The AMC Pacer was a unique compact car produced by American Motors Corporation in the mid-1970s. Its design and appearance immediately stood out from other cars of the time and drew mixed reactions from the public. Key features of the AMC Pacer. Unusual body design. The Pacer had a round, bulbous body shape that made it different from most traditional cars of the time. Particularly striking were its large, convex side windows, which gave it a futuristic appearance. Wide wheelbase. The Pacer was one of the first vehicles to be designed with interior space and improved stability in mind. Its wheelbase was unusually wide for its time, making it stable on the road. Spacious interior. Thanks to its wide wheelbase, the Pacer offered a fairly spacious interior for passengers and cargo, making it popular among those who valued comfort and space in a small car. Technological innovations. Pacer was presented as an advanced car of its time, incorporating modern technology. It had independent suspension on all wheels, which improved comfort and handling. Despite its innovation and unique design, the AMC Pacer has faced some problems, including lackluster fuel economy and lackluster sales. Ultimately, the Pacer remains in automotive history as one of the most eccentric and memorable cars of the 1970s, despite its ugly appearance, which made it one of a kind. 1974. Ford Mustang II, a car that emerged during an era of oil embargoes, fuel shortages, and shifting automotive priorities. The context. Picture this. It's the early 1970s, and the original Mustang has grown into a larger, more bloated version of its former self. The pony car market is struggling, with buyers turning to smaller, fuel-efficient compacts like Ford's own Maverick. Enter the Mustang II, a compact, fuel-conscious answer to the changing times. The slimmed-down Stang. The Mustang II was 490 pounds lighter and nearly 19 inches shorter than its 1973 predecessor. It shared the subcompact Pinto platform but had its own unique unibody construction. Imagine a Mustang that's been on a crash diet, leaner, more agile, and ready to tackle the fuel crisis head-on. Design and features. The Mustang II came in 2- or 3-door variants, a sleek 2+2 hatchback. Its styling was a departure from the muscular lines of the past. Think of it as the Mustang's sensible shoes phase. The front suspension was isolated, and the steering improved with a rack and pinion setup. Handling got a makeover. Motor Trend's Car of the Year. Despite mixed opinions from enthusiasts, the Mustang II struck a chord with buyers. Over 1.1 million were sold during its 4-year production run. It embodied the malaise era, a time of change, compromise, and unexpected success. So there you have it, the Mustang II, a pony car that danced to a different beat, proving that even during fuel shortages, the spirit of Mustang lived on. The AMC Gremlin, produced from 1970 to 1978, stands as one of the quirkiest icons of American automotive history. Picture this. It's the dawn of the 70s, and car designers are pushing the boundaries of what a car could look like. Out of this era of experimentation rolls the Gremlin, a car that seems almost too surreal to be real. Imagine a car with a front end that looks relatively conventional, perhaps even stylish with its sleek hood and assertive grille. But then, your eyes move towards the rear, and you can't help but do a double take. The back abruptly cuts off, as if someone took a full-sized car and chopped off the trunk. This distinctive, almost cartoonish appearance earned the Gremlin a slew of nicknames, from pregnant roller skate to fishbowl on wheels. The AMC Gremlin was introduced on April 1, 1970. Yes, April Fool's Day. It was a cheeky move that matched the car's personality. AMC marketed the Gremlin as the first American-built subcompact, aiming to compete with the growing influx of small, fuel-efficient cars from Europe and Japan. With its shortened body, the Gremlin was undeniably compact, making it a perfect fit for the urban environments and fuel crises of the time. Under the hood, the Gremlin was no joke. It came with a range of engines, from a modest 2.0-liter inline-4 to a more powerful 5.0-liter V8. This meant the Gremlin could be both an economical city cruiser and a surprisingly spry performer, depending on the model. The car was also relatively lightweight, enhancing its agility and making it a fun, if peculiar, drive. The interior of the Gremlin reflected the funky spirit of the 70s. Brightly colored upholstery, optional Levi's denim seats complete with copper rivets, and quirky dashboard designs made riding in a Gremlin an experience in itself. It was like driving around in a mobile time capsule of 1970s pop culture. While the Gremlin often found itself the butt of jokes due to its unconventional looks, it also garnered a loyal following. It was affordable, practical, and had a certain charm that endeared it to many. Over time, the Gremlin has become a beloved classic, celebrated for its bold design and the daring spirit of its creators. Today, the AMC Gremlin is a reminder of a time when car companies weren't afraid to take risks, embrace the unusual, and inject a little humor into their designs. It's a testament to the creativity of the era, proving that sometimes the strangest ideas are the ones that leave the most lasting impression.
The Chevrolet Vega, introduced by General Motors in 1970, aimed to be a revolutionary compact car, taking on the likes of the Volkswagen Beetle and Toyota Corolla. Designed to be sleek, efficient, and affordable, the Vega seemed poised for success. However, its story quickly turned into one of the automotive industry's most notorious cautionary tales. At the heart of the Vega's problems was its innovative aluminum engine. GM's engineers, eager to create a lightweight and fuel-efficient power plant, decided to use an untested process that cast the engine block in aluminum without the standard iron liners. This decision, intended to boost performance and economy, instead led to a cascade of mechanical failures. The engine was highly prone to overheating, which caused the aluminum to warp. This resulted in oil leaks, excessive consumption, and frequent engine breakdowns. The engine's timing belt, made from a subpar material, often snapped, leading to catastrophic internal damage. Rust also became a notorious issue for the Vega. GM's decision to ship the unpainted car bodies to various assembly plants across the country left them exposed to the elements. Combined with cost-cutting measures that compromised rust-proofing, this meant that Vegas often began to show signs of rust within months. Entire sections of the car, such as the wheel wells and undercarriage, would rust away, making the car unsafe and unsightly long before its time. The car's suspension and overall build quality further added to its woes. The Vega's handling was mediocre at best. Its suspension was too soft for responsive driving, yet somehow too harsh to provide a comfortable ride. Many owners reported that the car felt unstable, particularly at higher speeds or on rough roads. The overall build quality was also inconsistent. Some cars left the factory with poorly aligned panels, loose fittings, and a host of rattles and squeaks. Safety was another critical shortfall for the Vega. Despite GM's efforts to incorporate features like energy-absorbing steering columns, the car's overall crashworthiness was poor. The thin metal used for the body offered minimal protection in the event of a collision, making the Vega a dangerous choice compared to its competitors. By the mid-1970s, the Vega's reputation had plummeted. What was meant to be GM's answer to the growing demand for compact cars became a symbol of mechanical failure and corporate overreach. The legacy it left behind was not one of innovation and progress, but of a cautionary tale about the dangers of cutting corners in design and production. The Chevrolet Vega remains a classic example of how high hopes and poor execution can lead to failure in the automotive world.